So that's it loading up straight away. It's picked it up as 466. It's kind of in limp mode here. So it just wants me to go into BIOS basically at this point. So I've got the setup. It's the Abit BE6 II. What have I got going on here? So that's just an AGP card. Got my power supply there, and so I'll turn the power supply on, and that is the power switch, which, looking at the manual on, where did I get the manual from? From the Retro Web. That's the power switch, these penultimate two on the left hand side here. So touching those two jumpers on here and here, power it on, and there it's going. That's the fan plugged into the header on the outer there. And that's the hard drive I'm running. Well, in this case it's a compact flash, just a small 512 with DOS on it. I don't know if I've got any benchmarking software on it, but I'll get some of that running if not. And it's plugged into IDE 1, which is there's 4 IDEs, and it's that channel there. So, and I forgot to plug in the VGA, but I just have now, and that's where we're up to here. So let's press F1. So by default it's picking up as Pentium 3, that's good. 466, that's not a problem. As I say, we just need to go in, and if I remember the settings, might take me a minute to just work it out. We can have a look at that in a second. So this is the BIOS. After this point here, or did I press F1 to continue? Perhaps I didn't press the BIOS here. Yeah, I'll just restart it and start that again. Of course, it might have detected the proper settings for the CPU now. Let's have a look. What key is it written to the BIOS? Delete. Delete. Okay, so yeah, this is the BIOS here. So it's probably going to take me a minute to just work it out. I'll just pause for a second. So go into soft menu 3 setup. We can kind of just easily just choose whatever speed it needs to be. So 933, and then it's automatically picking up 133 frontside bus speed. So if I press enter, it will, I'll just do that again. So it's 233 at the moment, or it's not really, it's 466 I think. 66 front speed bus and 3.5 multiplier factor. I'm not an expert at this, but anyway, this is what I'd normally do on these ones, just using this easy modes just to go through all the CPU frequencies. So it goes all the way up to 1.30 gigahertz apparently. But anyway, 933, press enter, and then I can press F10 save. So it's changed it to 7 multiplier there, and getting 133. So press F10 save. Yes. I haven't got a battery in my computer or anything to back it up, so it might still come with a bit of a warning. But I should still remember it. And it's picked up as a 933. So if I just go into the BIOS again, oh, I missed it again. Just gonna restart it again. Just go to BIOS. Not quick enough. this time. So that was soft menu, which I think they describe as making life easy. But you can, let me have a quick look through the rest of it here. Yeah, I haven't got a drive A at the moment, so that's none. But I suppose we can have a quick look through what we've got going on here. Yeah, it's set to auto, that's good. It's picked up 5.9 megabyte compact flash. What we've got in advanced BIOS, there's quite a lot of stuff going in there. First boot device, let's just change that to, I think it was that one there, was it? There's quite a lot of stuff going on in here. So you can turn off the cache if quite handy on the CPU, so it's pretty nice. What the stuff here? There's my keyboard. So it's quite nice. You can block some of the IR keys if need to be, reserve them if you need to for problematic stuff. Yeah, resources controlled by there. You can change it so that you can reserve IR keys and memory addresses. But I think it looks to me, I can turn off the video if need be. Yeah, it looks to me like most of the config is via the soft menu, which is an alternative to using that switch there, basically. They're all set to off, and that means that, well, looking at the manual, that means that this comes into play, the soft menu. What were the options on here? User define, yeah, if I go to user define, it means I can control all this stuff by myself, so I can drop the front side bus right down to 66, I suppose, is the minimum, I think. Let's just have a look at that. Yeah, 66 the minimum. Multiplier, etc. So I've got quite a, with the 933, I've got quite a nice range of config in the speed, dropping it down if I want to as well. But I'm going to just change that back to 933, and obviously when you put in a different chip, it will go into that kind of limp mode again, a safe mode, looking at what it knows about the chip, about the processor, and then you can configure it as you need. So I'll just F10 that and save it. Let's see if it boots this time. Okay, so I just did put a different image on my compact flash card here. The first one wasn't working, but here it goes. Yeah, so I'm just going to go delete and just change that CPU speed again, because I haven't got the battery in it. It doesn't remember it when I turn it off. To accept, F10. That's good. I shouldn't complain this time. There it goes. And it gives you this thing, which I think is telling you about hard drive backups and stuff like that. But so it's telling me about the PCI listing. It's very useful, and it stalls at that point if your hard drive isn't properly set up, isn't readable, bootable. I haven't got a CD-ROM or floppy drive attached to it, so I don't want to do a reinstall. But of course, in a proper computer, you'd have those plugged in, and you could do a fresh install. But I have got DOS bench on this one. Let's see, CD DOS bench, and so if I go to SpeedSys, just see what it's reporting. I don't know how old this software is, but I think it'll probably detect the right CPU. Processor, yeah, it says it's running at 933, although the software is a bit old, but it is recognizing copper mine.